Hi, I'm Javier. Thank you for your interest in our book groups where we dive deep into Jessica Fern's critically acclaimed book, Polysecure. Consider this short video your free and fun study guide where I'll reveal the top 5 things you should know from chapters 1 and 2, along with some questions to help guide your reading and expand your thinking. Number 5, attachment styles. Jessica offers a great overview of the 4 attachment styles, which is foundational to the rest of the book. What exactly are attachment styles? Initially, attachment theory was based on studies of children to see if they felt comfortable exploring on their own with toys and other children when their mom was or wasn't paying attention to them, or if she even left the room, and how stressed or worried they were about their mom returning, usually expressed by crying. What researchers observed was deactivating, turning down, or hyperactivating, turning up attachment. This occurs when the attachment figure, usually a mom or parent, is unresponsive or inaccessible. In adulthood, our attachment styles that were generally learned in childhood can affect all of our relationships, and romantic relationships are where they can easily become apparent, no pun intended. More on that later. Number 4, autonomy and connection. Attachment styles are about the balance between autonomy and connection. It's balancing the reins of a horse. Attachment styles are about how one manages vulnerability. So it might seem like different attachment styles will vary. They'll come out in different relationships at different times, at different people. It could also be described as the dance between the distancer and the pursuer, which of course changes with the different people and different relationships and different times. We could also describe the dimensions of attachment as the intersection of avoidance and anxiety. So here in this graphic, we have low avoidance, high avoidance, and low anxiety, high anxiety. In the lower left quadrant, a dismissive person has low anxiety but high avoidance. They may be repressing or evading their anxious feelings, and they actually have them. They're just not, showing them. On the other quadrant here, we have fearful, where we have high anxiety, high avoidance, and this person may be desiring proximity, but they're fearful of what that closeness might bring, and the avoidance may even be a freeze response. In the preoccupied quadrant, we have low avoidance and high anxiety. So on this high anxiety scale, a person may be clingy or dependent. They may appear this way. So the preoccupied person with low avoidance, high anxiety will seek proximity to alleviate that anxiety, but it may feel controlling or grasping or dependent. And finally, the secure quadrant, we have low avoidance and low anxiety. This person is able to move toward their partner with flexibility, openness, and interdependence. And with the low avoidance, we have comfort with closeness, resilience, and intimacy. Number 3, adult attachment styles. 3 of the 4 attachment styles are considered insecure. These are when attachment needs are not met, and we call them different things in children and adults. So the avoidant child becomes the dismissive adult, the anxious child becomes the preoccupied adult, and the disorganized child becomes the fearful avoidant adult. Number 2, boundaries. Knowing and maintaining our boundaries helps us to dance between autonomy and connection more successfully. Boundaries are the ways we protect ourselves physically, mentally, and emotionally. They are how we establish our sovereignty while opening ourselves to others. The book, Jessica has a table that describes Alexandra Solomon's healthy, porous, and rigid boundaries. So healthy boundaries are being connected and protected. So what does that look like? On the input side, what we receive from others, we can connect with them while also maintaining our sense of self. We can take in love from others. And on the output side, we can share our feelings, opinions, and perspectives while respecting and allowing others to be distinct and separate from us. We can give to others. Porous boundaries are being connected but not protected. On the input side, what that looks like is over-receiving. We absorb and allow what is not ours. We lose our sense of self. People's problems become our problems. On the output side, it's overgiving. We intrude into others, inserting our thoughts, feelings, opinions, perspectives, or sense of self into them. What we think, we want that to become what other people think. And rigid boundaries. It's being protected but not connected. So that's under receiving. We block out input and love of others. We're not going to take anything from other people. And on the output side, it's under giving. We restrain ourselves from expressing or giving to others. Number 1, important caveats. Attachment wounds can occur for many reasons. It's not always the fault of the attachment figures. It could be for physical, mental illness, accidents, the needs of others in the household, death, poverty, housing instability, racism, or institutionalized depression. Another caveat is attachment styles are not static. Attachment styles are adaptations to one's environment, and they can be unlearned. Another caveat is attachment styles are not rigid identities. We are not our attachment style. It's true, labels can be helpful to give us clarity and definition to our struggles, but labels can also keep us stuck in the mindset of this is who I am and always will be. So attachment styles are not identities. We can also be more than one style. We can change from one relationship to the next, and even within a specific relationship with the same person. Attachment style is not an excuse for abuse. My attachment style made me do it doesn't cut it. And finally, if you suspect attachment styles are causing you mental health issues, this is a very appropriate thing to seek out the advice of a qualified mental health provider. I hope you found the top 5 things from chapters 1 and 2 helpful. We just touched on the main points, so I implore you to get your own copy of Polysecure by Jessica Fern so that you can delve deeper into her insightful and potentially life-changing ideas about deepening polyamorous relationships. Check out the events tab in our Facebook page. We hope to see you in one of our book groups where you can build community just by listening and being there, or even joining in the discussion. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and join our Facebook group, all linked below. Have an amazing day.